Hey everybody, I'm Bob Baker with Jazz Guitar today, and we got some exciting stuff going on. We're here with the guys from Benedetto, Howard Paul and Damon Mailand, and we're going to talk about something. I got to tell you, I'm really excited about this. Back in the 80s, I used to get excited about going to the NAMM show. I know. But I used to get excited because everything was new and exciting. You got to see all the great stuff. And the Rocky Mountain Archtop Festival, which is going to happen for the second time in September 9th and 11th, is this year. And we're pumping it right now because it is the coolest thing probably going on in the industry as far as I'm concerned. I just think it's really a really cool thing. So in order to kind of move that along a little bit, we wanted to talk to some of the players that are involved in making this thing happen, and we're going to kick that off with the Benedetto guys. And so here we are with Howard and Damon. So what's going on, guys? What do you got planned for the festival? First of all, how are you? And I hope everything is okay.
How's it going? Everything's great. And it's too early to say we're really excited about not going to NAMM this year. Instead, we're excited about going to NAMM.
So tell us about your involvement with the festival. I know that Howard, I know that Benedetto is one of the preeminent sponsors, if you will, or luthiers showing up. You got a stage, I believe you're sponsoring a few things, but I want to hear from you guys. What have you got planned for people to come out to Arvada, Colorado in September?
Yeah, I should start out by saying that Peter Henriksen has just done an unbelievable job of putting this together. This is the second event, I think. We participated in the first one. I wasn't able to be there, but Jackson Evans went and represented us. And of course, we typically do NAMM together. We have side-by-side booths, and it's become an opportunity for us to continue the legacy that Benedetto had with Bud Hendrickson when he started the company. So we're really excited at what Peter's doing. And of course, when he talked to us about doing it, we said, not only do we want to attend, but we want to attend in as big a way as we can attend. Mm-hmm. So all of this, of course, is taking place in a fairly new Hilton Garden Inn hotel. And we're taking over pretty much the whole hotel. And so we will have the lobby of the hotel set up as a demo stage during the day that everyone from the who's participating in the show will be able to use. And then at night, we will transform it into a performance stage that'll be primarily Benedetto artists, but with some additional friends joining us during the course of this whole thing. So participating during the day, lectures and workshops as Peter asks us to do them, a lot of Benedetto players on hand. And of course, at night, we'll do the Benedetto stage in the hotel. So there's something for people to come back to if they're attending something else downtown, or if they just want to stay around the hotel and listen to Benedetto artists.
Well, that's very cool. For people that have never been to Arvada, and I had not before 2019 when I went to the first festival, it is a really cool town. It's when you talk about go downtown, we're talking about walking 2 blocks from the hotel. So it's like everything's right there.
And if you walk 3 blocks, you've missed it.
If you walk 3 blocks, you've missed it. But it's one of those really artisan kind of cities with a really, really cool downtown area, if you will. It's just, you just feel good being out there. It's a great place. Everybody's in a good mood. Players are everywhere. Guitars are everywhere. The city is just like excited to have us there. It's an amazing experience. It really is pretty cool. So what about the guitars? What are you gonna bring? I mean, you obviously can't bring the whole workshop with you. Are you building? What are you gonna build for the show, or what are you bringing to the show?
Good question. No, we're very excited about a lot of things that we have going on right now. We have a couple new luthiers on our team, some seasoned vets, some senior craftsmen, really an exceptional team of craftsmen and luthiers put together over here. And so we've got a few things in the works. We plan to put together some non-cutaway 17-inch tributes with
Wow.
some hand-rubbed sunbursts on them. We hope to have those ready in time to bring to the show as a pretty unique offering. And we'll see what else we have by that time, I guess.
So you're still kind of keeping it under wraps exactly what you're gonna be bringing out there. You're not gonna tell us a whole lot. Well, you got some, you guys have got a really interesting place in the market. Bob, when he started the company, always was known, for the high end, top of the line kind of, instruments, if you will, which you guys still do. You still do a lot of, but you've also in the last several years you've got a lot of really good, what I'm going to call working man's guitars, everything from the 16B on down to the, to the Bravos and all that kind of stuff. So what's that behind you? You want to give us a little tour of what we're looking at behind you?
Yeah, and we'll probably bring a few of these out. What you're looking at are the prototypes of our standard models or examples of standard models. Over my shoulder here is the Manhattan. It's the first guitar that we built here in Savannah in 2006. Bob and Damon probably had his hands on it too, since Damon was the first employee that we hired in 2006. And then most of the guitars here are instruments that were built by Bob with Damon's assistance in order to have examples that the rest of the luthiers here have to put their hands on every time we make any standard model of Benedetto. So you see a Manhattan, next to that's a Bravo Elite, next to that's an Opulent Brown 16B, followed by a Bravo model. Those are all 17-inch, 16-inch guitars. And then the lower shelf, you'll see a Bambino, and I don't know what's, I'll lean the other way, Damon. There we go, there's a Pat Martino model, and a Benny model next to that. So I think for the Archtop show, we're going to focus on hollow body guitars. I probably won't bring any Pat Martino or Benny's out, but we do have some artists who own those that will be there, so people have an opportunity to check those out. And then, of course, the intent is to build a couple guitars specific for the show. And the idea is to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Lloyd Lohr's first L5. We're going to pay tribute with our Americana model, but it'll be a non-cutaway Americana with some special features on it. And we'll also do maybe a couple of very unique, one-of-a-kind Sinfonietta models. That'll be a little bit closer to the original Lloyd Lohr guitars, but very Benedetto-esque.
Well, I tell you what, I mean, I was interviewed yesterday for a television show that isn't about me, but I was brought in as, somebody to talk to about. And they said, well, how do you feel about the demise of jazz? What demise? What demise of jazz? I said, well, you guys have been around lately. I said, things are popping. I mean, yeah, we're a small segment, but the people that are around jazz, it's definitely the interest in jazz and jazz guitar is growing. And I went on and on and on about it. And so it's exciting what's happening really right now. There's 30 plus luthiers going to be out there, building handmade instruments like yourselves. I mean, 30. I mean, back in the day, and Howard, back in the day, we were lucky if we had 3 in the country. I mean, now there's 30 and there's more than that, but these are the people that are actually going to show up and
well, this is all the room there is.
Yeah.
It's not that more than 30 people don't want to be there. It's that it's a small space, and Peter's going to have to consider that going forward. I first really got into the boutique side of the jazz guitar world during the Long Island guitar shows at Five Towns College back in the late 90s. And that was a hell of a scene. I mean, it seemed to me, dozens and dozens of builders and every great player from the tri-state New York, New Jersey area. And of course, all the customers that were there. And we haven't seen that. We've seen it sort of gradually growing, but it hasn't really been Archtop specific.
Right.
There are a lot of great guitar shows, but they're boutique builder shows, but not specifically Archtop shows. This is hearkening back to those great days of Archtops.
Well, I'll tell you, you had mentioned, Peter Henriksen obviously is the guy that's putting all this together with Henriksen amplifiers, and he is doing an amazing job. He did an amazing job in the 2019, and this show is going to be even more than that. And even if we just had the 2019 show, it's freaking awesome. I mean, it just really is. So I know he's got all kinds of stuff planned, and I know it's I mean, I'm really excited about it. As you can tell, I'm really excited about it. But I mean, just to give you an idea of some of the players are going to be there: Bobby Broom, Jimmy Bruno, Frank Vignola, Fareed Hawk, Sean McGowan, Bruce Foreman, Beth Marlis, Corey Christiansen, Jocelyn Gould, Tim Lurch, Pat Burgesson, Sid Jacobs, Davey Moon, Paul Asbell, Jim Nichols, Ted Ludwig, Zach. I mean, this list goes on and on of the players that are just going to be there. And you can sit down 3 feet away from them and listen to them play and watch their technique and hear the instrument, really hear the instruments, It's an amazing...
I wouldn't recommend that with Jimmy Bruno. Maybe 6 feet, safer distance.
And I know why, Howard. I know why you wouldn't recommend it. Well, that's really it. I just wanted to kind of kick this thing off a little bit, and I can't think of anybody to do it better than you guys. And I really appreciate your time today. So onward and upward, we'll talk about it again, I'm sure, before the show as you guys get closer.
Before we go, I think Damon brought some stuff that he is carving.
Oh.
And so he says, well, I think we're going to do this. I think we're going to do that. He's actually pretty deep into the
Damon, you're sandbagging us, Damon. You're sandbagging us. Tap that again. Tap that again. Oh my God. That's 2 of them.
And we've got 3 in the works here.
Oh man,
really gorgeous European maple backs.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hold one up where I can. Well, you can't really make it.
You can see the figure very well in there.
Nah, the camera's. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah. Oh my God, look at that. That's beautiful. I love it when you can see the grain in both directions, really, profoundly. And that's before you put anything on it, of course, obviously, which brings out all that. Well, that looks like that's going to be really cool. And I love it that there's so many people around the world that recognize what master luthiers are doing in terms of creating art. I mean, these pieces are being bought oftentimes. People play them. It's a great thing, but they're recognized for the art and the craft that goes into these things, and they're jewels, they're gems. I mean, it's amazing. Just go ahead.
I should also note that, Bob Benedetto intended to fly out to this. He was on the schedule to come out. We were going to do a workshop with him. And, Bob's always had a little bit of a back issue that he thought he had fixed, but he's tweaked it again. And so he's not going to make this show. But we're really excited that his blue guitar will be there with some of the other blue guitar.
Well, you're smelling what I'm baking, Howard, because I was going to mention the blue guitar in our closing notes. We have done an interview on the blue guitars. We've done a series of them actually on the blue guitars, and Ted Ludwig and has done an amazing job up there, and with those instruments, making the videos. So we got our eyes and ears on the Benedetto blue guitar just a few days ago, and I mean, I don't know that there's a prettier instrument ever built. It's absolutely stunning, and I don't say that too often. It is stunning. It sounds great. I mean, it's got a very specific tone based on the physics of the sound holes and everything, which I think is really, really cool. But it's just a beautiful, beautiful instrument. And, people, if you do nothing but drive out there and take a look at that, you're probably going to get your money's worth. If you love archtop guitars, man, that's one you got to see, and it's going to be out there. So it's a really, really cool thing. It's like getting an opportunity to see one of the first few Ferraris or a Bugatti or something like that. I mean, it's just like, oh my God, there it is. Wow. So it's gonna be really, really cool. Listen, man, thank you, both of you. I really appreciate it. And how's Maggie doing?
Maggie's doing great. Remarkable improvements every day. Going to PT 3 times a week, and She's not quite ready to start walking yet. They need to let things heal a little bit more, but she'll be back out there playing guitar, painting, and probably beating everybody on bicycles in a couple more months, we think.
Well, for those of you that don't know, the third musketeer is Jackson Evans, who says he's working on something else and going to be here with us today. Yeah, likely story. Anyway,
Better be.
Yeah. Says, his wife Maggie Evans is a phenomenal bass player. She's also a professor at SCAD, which is the Savannah School of Art and Design. A great athlete, great musician, wonderful person, and she was almost killed in a tragic bicycle truck accident, and you know, she was saved by some miraculous surgery and some very skilled surgeons, and we prayed for her and sent vibes out, and whatever you do, however you connect. And she's recovering, and the really good news about her, and keep sending them, because she's got a long road ahead of her, but she posted the other day that everything that's bothering her is recoverable. So as a man, I broke my neck racing mountain bikes, and I'm here, I can move around. I can tell you, if you're really fighting, I know she's got a lot of fight in her. She's going to be great, and she's going to do well, but we're going to wish her well. So please tell Maggie that we're thinking about her, and we want everybody that watches this magazine and this video and all that to think good thoughts for Maggie as she's going through her thing. So guys, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. It's been wonderful. I'm looking forward to it. When you get a little closer on that thing, when you put the pieces together on those guitars, Damon, let me know.
Sure.
Because we'll keep track of this. It'll be a fun thing for people to see.
Check back in. That's great.
People to see. So show us the top and back of one of them anyway. Now, all right, beautiful, gorgeous, love it, and the back. Yeah, we're gonna want to watch this one get built. Any photography you got as it goes will be fun. We'll put that right in the magazine too. Gentlemen, thank you very much.
Good to see you, Bob.
Thanks so
Good
much.
to see you guys as well. See you. Bye-bye now. Jazz Guitar Today with the guys from Benedetto. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye-bye.